For all history, there have been places that humanity knew next to nothing of. Humans have not been there, humans have not seen it, nor have they recorded samples from it. But those days are quickly fading, as humans are seeing more and more things, bringing back samples from Mars and the Moon. They seem relatively unimportant, considering the vastness of space, but that is exactly where our frontier is now. I believe that the future of humanity will lay in outer space. I dare not speculate that it will be done in 10, 20, or even 30 years. It may not happen even in my lifetime. But people, particularly American people, want a new place, a new adventure. This world has lost that appeal to humanity, and thus humanity has turned to the other places to find that new thrill, a new spark. This new thrill is found in the drastic rise in fantasy novels, movies, and TV shows. Some examples of these are huge right now. Walking Dead, The Avengers, Hunger Games, Twilight Saga, Harry Potter, and many, many superhero movies and fantasy movies. I do not criticize the existence of these forms of media, for they prolong the masses from becoming discontent. These masses are the people who, if they had the chance to live on Mars or the Earth's moon, in majority, they would. Yes, some would resist it, but many people would embrace it. Some private corporations see the potential in space. Think of it. Millions of miles of free land, untapped resources, new, naturally occurring minerals, and yes, even the chance of life. It is, in fact, very closed-minded to believe that nowhere in this entire universe is there another living planet. We are one out of millions of galaxies, and in those galaxies are millions of solar systems. But we are but one planet in one solar system, in one galaxy, in the vastness of the universe. Do I ever expect to see them? No. But that does not mean more funding should not be put forth to further our advance into space. Because at the pace we are going, the human race will run out of resources on planet Earth, regardless of any efforts to help it along. Anything short of a drastic population drop will cause the Earth to die out eventually, because humanity is simply growing in size, and thus we need more space, which is quickly dwindling on Earth. Private corporations I mentioned earlier are interested in space because the first to get there is the first to claim it, and the first to colonize it will be the richest. America is a great example of this. As the Spanish found gold and the English found land that allowed them to make a large profit, this monetary gain is not coincidental. It is a direct result from gaining of resources ranging from precious metals to land and animals. Every gaining of resources can be turned to the benefit of the one gaining it, at least when those resources are not contested by others. The world needs a new frontier of space. And while most are content with sitting idly by, those who are restless need to push forward. Despite NASA no longer sending ships into space, and new developments are still occurring foreshadowing a space age era. Will this come in our lifetime? Maybe. Will it come in our children's lifetime? Possibly. But I predict that it will be in our grandchildren's lives for sure.